Hello, and welcome to the Church of Fuck You. I'm St. Patrick. Well, despite what you may believe or have heard or have read, I really don't think racism is that big of a deal. Now, I know some of you may think I'm crazy, and let me explain. I understand racism exists. I've experienced racist shit in my life. I've had, white women walking past and they change the side their purses on because they think I'm going to snatch it or something. Or, I've gotten out of the car and people lock their doors. Hell, being a black man, it's damn near impossible to find a prostitute. Seriously, you'll walk again eventually. Come on. Uterus that functions and work properly are for losers, okay? Let's get over it. But despite the whole, being unable to find a relaxation therapist, it's utterly ridiculous for me to think that my problems are just problems because I'm black and not just problems, period. Do we not think white people get harassed by cops? Do we think, white people aren't scared that their child won't come home at night? Or that, they're trying to find a job and they can't find a job? That's where I actually feel like racism isn't that big of a deal, and why, a lot of people need to grow and move past this. Because there aren't black problems or white problems. They're just fucking problems. Everybody has, not just everybody, majority of the people in this country and the majority of the people in the world have the same exact problem, okay? Or problems. They want to make sure their children are safe. They want to make sure their children make it home. They want to make sure their children got a good education. They want to make sure they have a good job to support their family. They're worried about putting food on the table. They're just worried about living. And yes, don't get me wrong. I know there are asshole groups in every section of life, okay? Yes, you do have your asshole races, and you have, the white people who hate black people. You have the black people who hate white people. You have Spanish people who hate white people and black people. You're going to have your sections. You're going to have your groups. You're going to have your, different divisions. I understand that. But that's not the majority of the people. The majority of the people, again, they just want to live. And once we stop defining things as black problems and white problems and just define them as problems, then this whole racist bullshit and racism bullshit tends to go away. Let me explain just really, really fast. I understand that we all have our issues, but can't we just stop finding issues by the color of our skin? Just because a black man gets killed by a cop and a white man gets killed by a cop, it doesn't mean there was race related. It could just be that some cops are fucking assholes and we need to get rid of those cops. It's not a race issue, it's a stupidity issue because somebody hired these dummies. Martin Luther King, when he came out and he had his speeches and he was saying everything, what he was looking for was equality. He wanted to be on the same level, on the same playing field. Everybody, regardless of race, regardless of color, regardless of whatever you are, be on the same playing field, on the same level. And that's what everybody should be striving for. And I think we need to move past all this racist and immediately everything is black or everything is racist and it's dumb. It's counterproductive. If a black man goes and do something completely fucking idiotic, you should be able to say it's idiotic. Whether you're black, white, Spanish, Mexican, whatever you are, you should be able to call it idiotic. You should be able to call somebody stupid for being stupid, not be immediately labeled a racist. If you really want to get rid of racism, if you really are truly about getting rid of racism, the easiest thing to do is just focus on everybody has the same issues, okay? Majority of the people have the same issues. Majority of the white people don't give a shit about black people. They're not worried about them. They're just worried about putting food on their table, making sure their kids have, clothes and shoes and a good education. That's what they're focused on. And the same way with black people. Majority of us are focused on the exact same shit. So we're not any different than the white man. We're not any different than the Asian or the Mexican or we're not fucking different. And if we ever get to this point in our brain and get to this conclusion and realize that our differences aren't really that fucking different, the only thing that separates us is the color of our skin, and why we keep focusing on that and harping on that when we all have the same issues is beyond me. Seriously, and I try to, throw a little humor in this, but this really bothers me. It bugs the fuck out of me. Because we are so worried about being separate and being different or whatever that we just forget we're just human. And we all have human issues. We all have problems. We all have, whatever problems you can throw out. It's not a black issue. It's not a white issue. It's just an issue of life. If we can get to here, it's just perfect. And my second suggestion for eradicating racism is whenever you post shit online, you are automatically, your address and home phone number is posted with your post. So if you really want to get rid of racism, okay, really get rid of racism, especially for those who surf the internet and, look at comment sections and stuff like that, make it so that your home address is posted on there. Okay? Then you'll get rid of all of the idiots that way as well. You have to understand, you can't let idiots dictate how this country run. You can't let idiots dictate how you live your life. Because you'll just be following idiots and be pissed at idiots when 95% of the world is just trying to live. Seriously. We all are the same. The sooner we get that, the better. Alright, man, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is St. Patrick. I'm out.